Yo, how's it going everybody? Welcome to a new Legend of Elements video. Today I got a little bit of an update on my account as well as a little bit of a guide as well on just another build that I am running right now or that I'm just about to get myself into, right? And the big thing is that I just recently got into Ascendant 1 and it's a massive upgrade in power. Just so you get an idea, I was about 750 million power when I was the previous rank, which was Grandmaster. I think it was 10, and when I jumped all the way to Ascendant 1, maybe it was like Grandmaster 4 anyways, but the jump took me all the way to 1 billion power, something like that. And then after I got there, I quickly also finished up the quest that got me the 4th spirit, which I am now just working on my last Lord artifact, and unlocking that it got me about 15 to 20, I think actually 150 to 200 million power rather, because now we are in the billions, right? So it's counting a little bit differently. So I am running the following build, which is pretty much just the one that's recommended over here. If you go to your spirit loadout, it is the one recommended as the damage boost build. And I did try all this out. I did try the spirit and crit build, as well as some other builds that I saw people running just from the recommended feature over here on the, the equipment skills. So I just went over here and I checked out what are people running. And I just saw, of course, this guy over here. Well, actually, it was somebody else who was very high up there. They were running some other setup, right? So I tried those out and I figured out this one was actually the one that was giving me the most amount of damage as well as overall points over here, right? I was getting like 100 million more power from running the setup that I'm running right now than anything else that's being recommended in the list, right? And there's also a reason why it's all the way up in the top here in the recommended loadouts, right? So what I'm gonna be doing right now is trying at least to change from my skill loadout that I'm running right now, which is still from the previous master level, from my ascension, you could call it, right? And now I am able to go to the Ascendant section, but as you can see, I do not have some of the core skills, right? And if you go to the daily trending builds, you can see that pretty much everybody is now running the other Ascendant skills, right? So they are actually a lot better, but I'm not able to use them right now. So at the moment, I do have at least a few of the scrolls that I'm going to be able to use here in the master skill section to go ahead and get myself some rolls into the master skills on the Ascendant category, right? So we're going to be going ahead and doing that right now and seeing what we actually get and seeing if we can put together the build that is at least recommended, ideally one that I think it's, well, anyways, I'll be trying to figure out if it's an upgrade or not. Anyways, let's just go ahead and quickly roll through all of this stuff, right? So we got 200 and a few. So we're going to be quickly rolling through it. Well, I'm assuming I am going to be unlocking pretty much everything that I am missing, right? And if you just like massively click through this all this stuff, it is going to be playing pretty damn quick because we are only down to 2 more. And I think I might as well just roll a few of this. There is some event going on right now, which I'm not too sure which one that is, because I was not being told what usually happens where you're told, you should not be using your scrolls right now. There's something else that's coming up in a few days, right? You know the drill, that was not happening, so I'm just going to be using all my stuff. I might have skipped it actually this morning, so maybe that is the case why it didn't show up, but I don't care. I'm going to be doing it because I do want to be getting myself all the skills that I was missing, right? So there we go. We get a new skill acquired, so we're getting those even from the Master's regular, right? So from the Ascendant regular, we probably have a better chance of getting what we want. Checking it over here, of course, we go. We have a bigger chance of getting the better stuff if we are using the higher amount of scrolls or the stronger one or whatever. That's what I'm assuming at least. I mean, we can check it over here. And it is changing, right? So over here, of course, we have a chance of getting the ones for the Adept level. Over here, we have the ones for the Master level. And then for the Adept level, we do have the other ones, right? So not sure if I got all the ones that I wanted. We do also have a few more over here, right? So we're going to be going ahead and using this as well, as we have 30 more, and that is it, right? We are out of all the scrolls we could do. Now, let's just quickly go ahead, and of course, I think we do have a new one over here, so we're going to be going real quick over here and upgrading all. So promote everything and seeing how much power we get. So we got 53 million just from those upgrades. It's already decent enough. And now we're going to be going ahead and seeing if we can assemble the setup that I wanted to, right? So let's just quickly scroll through here, because we got a little bit more of stuff we can boost up. There we go. So we inherited this. We're going to be also inheriting that, so we are able to even upgrade it a little bit more. Now I don't know why you have to go ahead and manually click all this stuff if it does upgrade them from time to time, and then sometimes you do have to go ahead and click on the inherit thing. Anyways, it is decent enough to get some power. And now we also have over here some stuff we can go into, convert into some shards, because we already do not need anything of that crap. But honestly, I do not want to be buying any of this stuff, at least not right now. So let's move on to the recommended skill setups, and we already got everything unlocked, right? Is it upgraded enough? Not, most likely not, right? Because of course I just got it, but we can just go ahead and see if, well, people are probably just running the same stuff, right? So these guys are running the same active skills. What about the passive skills? You can pretty much see that they all are running the same ones. Yeah, these two guys are, and then these guys are also running the same ones, right? Nothing is really changing over here. They all have straight up just the same setup. So I can go ahead and click apply all and see what the power change is. I just got 1.3 million, which is not too much. Of course, my main skill is still pretty lackluster, as you can see, of course. Now, can we go ahead and test out the power change? Maybe we can go ahead and do something else over here in the section where you can test out your DPS, right? So we'll go over here and see if it was a big change, right? So we got 27.7 max DPS with the previous build, but of course, you know, that only happens when you are particularly fighting against the bosses in the campaign, and it measures the top DPS, whereas when you do this mode, what's going to be showing you is the average DPS at the end of the whole thing, right? So we'll see what we can end up with, right? So we got already 27, 37, 44, yeah, okay, all right. So it's probably just going to be going down pretty quick, but let's see if it's going to be able to have another big pop once it all happens. It's going to be going up a little bit, 37, almost 38, 40, and now we will go down again, and we'll have a final burst once all the cooldown restarts over here, right? So we're going to be going another one, probably going up all the way to 40, probably. 36, 38, maybe even 40 once again. Yeah, just about 40. So that is pretty consistent. It's a big boost, not gonna lie. Definitely a big upgrade getting these new skills. And of course, that gets me a lot of these upgrades since I just got a lot of extra points every go. So it is definitely a much better build, but you do, of course, need to be getting to this point in the ascension, or rather the stage, to be able to unlock it, right? Now, we also did unlock, at least in my server, the Guardian, right? And the Guardian is a pretty easy system to unlock. You just gotta go through some daily quests, which will eventually show up in your server if you're a new player, and it's just a little bit of a cooldown, right? You can go ahead and check it out. Once it does reset, you'll see once we're fighting these mobs, it's gonna be a big AoE happening, as well as like a monster spawning behind me, and I do believe it just like does a big hit. It does also provide you with some stats for sure. As you are upgrading it, you're getting more and more powerful, but there you go, it does like a big smash, and then it's like it's a triple combo, and then it's gone. So it's a little bit of AoE, of course, a little bit of single target damage as well. Not too sure if it's really doing that much of a big boost in stat-wise, rather. If we go over here, you'll be able to see that we are getting some HP from it, some attack and some defense, as well as like a little bit of a stat breakdown of everything that we get out of it, right? So upgrading this is going to be taking a while. As you can see, you can go into each one of those and have a bit of an upgrade path for each one. You got gear as well to put into it, and then you have like different versions of it. There's just a lot of stuff, right? So yep, you are going to be able to get a lot of power from that kind of new system. But anyways, this is kind of where we are at right now in the entire account. Yeah, nothing much else to explain. The build, of course, is pretty self-explanatory, as you can just go ahead and quickly change it from the recommended sections. But just a little bit of a showcase of where we are at with the account, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, go ahead and check it out if you haven't done so yet. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself massive bonuses if you just go ahead and use it while you're buying stuff anyways when playing Legion of Elements or games like Legion of Mushroom as well. And in any case, I did buy myself the ad skips. Finally, I did buy that. And obviously it is a massive advantage to just be able to go through your daily grinds and skip stuff, right? So if I just want to be going ahead and quickly getting my extra chances for this stuff, right, I just claim this, claim that, and that's it, right? So that's definitely worth buying. This is the only thing that I bought in Legend of Elements, and I definitely recommend buying it yourself. It's gonna be making your daily grind of just getting through all the stuff you do every single day a lot easier, right? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, see you everybody, see you.